is up, you guys? This is MiniSuperHeroes Today.
This video will contain massive spoilers for the show She-Hulk, so if you're worried about spoilers, go watch the latest episode and come back to this video then.
Well guys, the She-Hulk finale is upon us, and while it wasn't my favorite MCU show finale, it did give us a lot of customs to draw from, so let's get into it and show you how to build these characters using official LEGO parts and pieces. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe down below, and let's get into it. So the episode starts off with Jen in prison, and since the last episode where we did a prisoner outfit, which of course was Blonsky in this jumpsuit, I actually think that using these short-sleeved black arms, which have come on like Superboy, Ethan Hunt, and elsewhere, actually work pretty well for giving you the short-sleeve look of this outfit in purist LEGO fashion. That being said, the torso and legs come from the alien character from the collectible minifigure series, the head comes from Tina Goldstein, and the hair comes from Mirabelle from LEGO Encanto. I actually didn't make Todd in the previous episode segments, so in this week's it's pretty apparent we need to make him. He's got that red leather jacket on, so I gave him Star-Lord's torso from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 or from Infinity War. He's got some dark blue jeans legs. The head is the reverse head of the Bruce Wayne figure from the Batman, so just flip that around to get kind of the angry look. And the hair is Finn's hair from LEGO Star Wars, although it's come in some other places as well. In previous segments, I actually used the Killer Croc Big Fig for Abomination, but this time around, Abomination had white pants and a white shirt on, so can't really use that figure. So this time around, I built him at minifigure scale, and to get his pointy ears and green face, the head from Talos from Captain Marvel actually works very well. These arms come from She-Hulk or from Ula from LEGO Star Wars. I put some 1x1 green studs on his feet to make him just slightly taller than a regular minifigure. And then the legs are just white legs, and the torso is John Hammond's torso from Jurassic Park, but flipped around. That way, if you took all these parts off, you could use this torso for Emil Blonsky when he's back in human form, which I showed you how to build in previous episode segments. So we briefly see Todd Hulk in this episode, and it's a little tricky to build him because of the, colors of his torso, like being gray. There's no short sleeve gray arms. So to get as close as possible, I just gave him regular blue jeans so that matches the figure from before. Then the torso is Owen Grady or Tony Stark's torso, but flipped around so you don't see the tan skin. Then we keep those gray arms on with green hands and the green head from the 2012 Hulk Polybag minifigure, and I gave him that same hair again to match up. So I wanted to try to match the expressions as closely as I could, and I think it turned out decent enough. Just about everybody shows up in that final battle scene, so of course we have the Hulk, and to give him that blue, longish hoodie thing he had on, I actually used this torso from Simon Masrani from Jurassic World, but I flipped it around. That way it's just a little bit of detailing on that blue torso, but not overbearingly so. Then the hair, head, hands, and legs come from the 2015 Polybag Hulk minifig. At the end of the episode, we actually get to see Daredevil again, which was a nice surprise, and this time we actually see him in the daylight, so it's definitely confirmed that he has yellow arms. So in the last segment, I showed you to build Daredevil, I used the legs and flipped around torso from the Guardians ship version of Star-Lord. Then this time, we're going to use black hands and yellow arms to bring out that yellow color, and of course, the head is still going to be from Iron Fist from the 2012 Ultimate Spider-Man sets, and if you don't want to use the horns, you certainly don't have to because it does technically break the purist method, but if you want the horns, I just used the Black Panther horn piece and took a yellow paint pen to go over it to change the color. It's not perfect, but at least you get the horns, but honestly, if you use it without, it still looks pretty good, so I'll leave it up to you guys. At the end of the episode, Matt Murdock is at the Jen Walters family cookout, so to build this version, I used the head from Hawkeye to get those red glasses with some swept brown hair. He's got a short white walking cane here, and the torso from Ron from LEGO Harry Potter with some dark blue jeans to tie it all together. Now, one of the coolest things, but also my biggest gripe with this episode, was getting to meet Scar at that family picnic. Scar has a lot of comic history to draw from, and I'm a little bit bummed out that the show just kind of glossed over he and Hulk meeting for the first time. Hulk should have just stayed off planet, and that could have been a whole movie of him finding Scar. now, I don't know, it just feels cheapened that it's just like, oh yeah, this is my son that I had years ago that I never knew about. So, anyways, to build these two, for Hulk, I went ahead and used the same torso, hands, head, and hair from the 2015 Hulk polybag with this Hawaiian shirt open torso from Lego City. It's not perfect, but it does get that Hawaiian shirt vibe going. And for Scar, I used the flipped around torso from Old Man Luke Skywalker from the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar a few years back. Then the legs, arms, and head come from the Spider-Man Junior's Spidey and His Amazing Friends set, and I gave him this ponytail because his haircut is something else. It's like shaved all the way till halfway back his head, and I don't really know how else to get that look other than to use this piece. Alright guys, well thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you thought of the finale. Again, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more LEGO videos here on the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.
Well, you made it to the end of the video. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and maybe check out one of my other videos listed here.